Hi everybody. I hope this is working. I am thinking that this live video is working, but this looks a little bit different than it did before the last time I did this. So I hope it's working. If people are out there and they get on, maybe give me a thumbs up or a hi so I know that this is working. I'm going to try to back up a little bit. I just got done a run and my lighting in here is not the best. So I am trying, I think that's better. And I just lost my camera. That's better. Okay, hi everybody. So I posted that I would come on and live, and I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes. First off, and more than anything, I wanted to send so much gratitude and love to every single love, comment, message, phone call, inbox message. I could cry. I'm so overwhelmed with the support from friends and from family and from people that I barely even know, reaching out to me to just tell me that either they've been in a similar situation or that they've lost a parent to a disease or that they have fear of something in their life that they're, and they related to that, or that they've been putting off their mammogram or their annual visit and that they're scheduling it tomorrow, or that, they've been secretly struggling with a disease or were just diagnosed and they're going through a hard time too. So I had the intention before I did this blog that I wanted to just inspire one person. My intention was just to inspire at least one person to, to reach or touch them in some way, whether it was to inspire them, whether it was that they could relate to my story, whether it was that they needed that extra push to ask some questions for themselves medically, or maybe whatever it may be. So anyway, that is what I wanted to come on and say that. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things, a lot of the questions that I've gotten asked. Am I scared? I don't know how you're doing this. You're so brave. And thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for the positive words. How am I doing it? So I guess I feel like it's some way or another in life. Hey, Vanessa, how are you, girl? I always was going to have to face this in one way or another. I have had this fear my whole life since I was 12. And so I've learned a lot about fear over, my lifetime, and it's held me back from a lot. And, fear is a very negative emotion. And those negative emotions and experiences, and this is something I've researched, they actually metabolize differently in your body. And it actually can leave you very, very out of balance. So, when you look at a situation and you be like, God, my life sucks, or God, that really stinks, or, and I always tell my own kids even, like, there's always something to be grateful for. The hardest of situations, there is good. And sometimes it is hard to find that, and sometimes it just doesn't seem fair or right. And I certainly felt that, when I lost my mom when she was 18, or even when I was 12 and she was sick. And but I look back now, and everything that I've been through has brought me to where I am. So I did, for a long time, I lived in fear. I lived in fear that I wasn't good enough. I lived in fear that I wasn't healthy enough. And then I became not healthy enough, right? I started to have a lot of autoimmune issues, and I started to have a lot of anxiety and stress, and I wasn't sleeping, and it started to affect me as a mom and a friend, and affect my marriage, and affect everything in my life. And I allowed it to, right? And my answer has always been, well, I just have a lot going on, or I just can't because there's just a lot going on right now. Like, there's just so many things that I would say to try to just avoid situations because I had so much fear. And so many people don't know that about me. Most people think that I am so outgoing and I'm bubbly and, completely happy all the time. And I outwardly probably appear that way, but inside I have struggled big time. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, girl? Welcome to Jers. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that fear, and a book that I've been reading, and I shared this in my blog, and I'll hold it up so you guys can see. It's called Find Your Brave by Holly Wagner. And it's just like courage to stand strong when the waves crash. I love it. There's a link to it in my blog. And there's a little piece I'm going to read here. It talks about fear, and it just says, fear is a powerful piece of baggage that can seriously hold us back. It's such a debilitating force. It has amazing power to magnify problems, make everything appear worse than it really is, and force us on the negative and hopeless. And then, like a self-fulfilling prophecy, fear causes our distorted view of life to become a reality. And then it goes on to talk about fear, and it talks about how it can just destroy you, and not just, through emotions, but physically, what physically fear can do. It can cause you to feel sick and cause you to get sick and can affect your health. So there's a bunch of things that I'm doing in preparation for this big surgery, and I kind of committed to myself that I was going to remove all negativity and fear out of my mind, which is impossible because it exists no matter what I do. And instead of lying to you and telling you I have no fear and I'm not scared, I'll tell you I have fear. And yes, I am scared. But instead of thinking about that, I'm focusing on the positive. So I'm choosing every single time that those fears creep in my mind to focus on the positive. So that's my one thing I'm kind of going to talk about a little bit today, is just positive, the positive inputs and how that can make such a difference in your life, and what helps me be more positive. So what helps me be more positive? There's a bunch of things. So I'll say, I just said the first one, but I'll say it again. It's feeling all the feels. So if I feel scared, I allow myself to feel it. If I feel sad, I allow myself to feel it. If I feel scared, I allow myself to feel it. And I might call up a friend, someone I really trust that knows me, that can kind of smack me, not physically smack me, but over the phone be like, stop living in your own stuff and get back to where you're supposed to be, right? Everyone needs that person in their life, that cheerleader, that person that is gonna call you out on your stuff and be like, no, that's not who you are. And I definitely have a few of those people in my corner that I know have coached me and helped me be who I am. And so I really try to reshape everything that I do in my life to be grateful and to have just a positive attitude. I try to bring that on to my children, even when they're fighting or when they're we go around the table during the day and we talk about, what are you grateful for today? Or what was the best part of your day? A lot of different things. So another huge thing to me that helps me keep a positive attitude is my exercise regimen. So I just went for a run with my dog. She makes me happy, and she's just, there's something about animals, right? They always know, they're always there, and they love you no matter what. So I love to just go out and go for a run. Yoga is a huge part of my life, has changed my life. And not just the physical part of yoga, but the mental and the mindfulness that it brings, to be able to be comfortable in my own skin and to be able to just be present. So that's a big part of how I stay positive. My faith and prayer is a huge part of how I stay positive, just believing that God is bringing me to this and he's going to bring me through it. What else? I'm trying to think. I did not sit here and prepare every single thing I was going to say. So I am literally just speaking from my heart here. Honestly, I really just am focusing on, you know, they always say you have to walk through the storm and the rain to find the sunshine. So I feel so strongly in my heart that I am walking through this to help others walk through it too, and to help others, inspire others. And that's my intention. So the outpouring of love and support, the text messages, the phone calls, everything that I've gotten in the last, 12-ish hours has been overwhelming. And I just want to say thank you from my bottom of my heart. I couldn't write it into words. I feel like I had to say it and say that it means more to me than I can ever explain. More to me that so many people have reached out and offered to help with my kids, offered to take them to soccer games, offered to take them to practices and baseball practice. I mean, it's anyone that knows my family knows we're always running, and it means a lot to know that so many people are offering to help. And there's just so many good people in this world. So many, and that's who I'm focusing on, not on the few that, maybe don't have something else to say or want to criticize. It is so easy to focus on the negative, but I am focusing on all the people that are just outpouring this love to me, and it means so much. And so that helps me not be scared, I guess, and that helps me release that fear, is just to focus on the good and the positive. And I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone that has any questions. I'm going to try to look back at the comments. But yeah, I really just wanted to come on and say thank you. Talk a little bit about fear. Kind of see if any of you guys had anything you wanted to share. But that's really it. Thank you, Bonnie, for saying that I am strong. You're amazing too. You've been such a great friend and resource. And I'm happy that you're in New Jersey with me now. Hi, Cal. How are you? I love you too. I miss you. I hope all is well. I don't know. That's really all I have to say. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I have written down that I wanted to share, because I feel like I had so much to say. But that's all I have to say for today. Happy spring break for so many of you whose kids are going to be off, and enjoy it. And I kind of want to leave with enjoy the moments, right? Stop worrying about the past or the future and focus on the now. Focus on exactly where you are. Feel exactly what you feel and allow yourself to feel it. Don't judge it, and be you and accept all of you, the good and the bad. And I think that's my journey of where I've come, is accepting the good and the bad and knowing who I am and being comfortable in my own skin. So that's what I have. If you haven't already, I'm going to post the link to my group. I opened a private group of I'll share a little bit more private stuff about my journey, and my husband Tony will probably share, when I'm actually in surgery, he'll share updates and things in there, so I'm not, blasting that out to the whole world. So I'll share the link to that below. If you want to join that group, you are welcome to. And other than that, I wish everyone a very happy holidays and enjoy your weekend. And that's it. That's all I have to say. And much love and gratitude for every single one of you. Yes, Amanda, the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. I love that. That is was it you that told me that? I think it was you that told me that. And I love that analogy. My good friend Amanda had just said, we were talking, and she's like, just remember, the windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror. So I love that. So thank you. Yes, I think about that often, and I think that is such a beautiful way to look at things. So hi, Karen. Thank you so much. I know the kids are coming home soon. I got to get off. Get ready for the bus. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. Happy Passover, happy Easter. Enjoy your spring break. I hope the sun comes out here in New Jersey. And God bless, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.